strong, confident, sophisticated man to appreciate you. But honey, they're out there, wanting you as much as you want them.
I knew it had to be something like that. Thank you, Dorothy.
There really is one.
I have been hiding something from you. I can't tell you where he's been, but Miles is back. He's staying with me.
I understand, Rose. And don't worry about your secret. It won't go any further than me.
Now it's time to meet our new applicants and hear their lineage presentation.
God, you gave me a lot of laughs.
Ma.
That's it. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Well, then you know what I mean about being around athletes. It's fun, and you know what they call them? Jocks. Isn't that simply delicious?
Blanche, I don't think this is going to work. Come on, you don't know anything here.
Dorothy, I'll tell you a very simple way to beat the heat. Just imagine yourself in a cool place. Like a snowy, windy mountaintop in Colorado. With a ski instructor named Fritz. And a bearskin rug and a bottle of brandy.
Wait.
I was talking to Ted. Let's go.
Look, Stan, I'm not a child. I'll go when I'm ready.
Good for you, Ted.
Okay, I'm ready. I'll call you later.
I can't believe what just happened.
I think
For Ma's sake. Now, let's see, you're going with Howard.
Dr. Howard.
How about Doug?
Oh, Dorothy, not Doug. I couldn't possibly. He's on my A-list. I mean, come on, Dorothy. He's a judge. He's fun to be with, and I haven't paid a speeding ticket in 6 months.
It's our third.
We never had one.
Oh, come on. Of course we had one.
George, you were an intern. I don't call 2 hours in an empty hospital bed next to a man in a coma a honeymoon.
Honey, I lied. That man wasn't in a coma.
Oh!
How about if I make it up to you right now?
Live.
I wonder what Rose is doing right now.
You mean you wonder if she's doing it right now?
No, I just wonder if maybe we didn't push her into something too fast.
What I can't understand is how in the world she managed to wait.
I was the only one.
Oh, your date must have been horrified.
No, her brother was a really good sport about
No, Trudy and I played a lot of practical jokes on each other. It was all part of a happy, healthy rivalry.
it. Oh, I was the butt of all kinds.
I have made arrangements for us tomorrow.
Oh, what arrangements?
Well, we're supposed to show up at the hangar at 10 o'clock in the morning for skydiving class.
What, you mean actually jump out of an airplane? Literally?
Oh, there is nothing like skydiving. I mean, soaring.
I'm going to keep it as a reminder for the next time you behave like a big fat jerk.
Okay.
Oh. Honey, you sure you're going to be able to pretend to be surprised at that banquet?
Oh, of course. I pretended to be a virgin half a dozen times.
I'll be back at the home building log cabins out of popsicle sticks.
Then it's settled. I'll call the lawyer and tell him to bring the baby as soon as he can.
Did he say if it's a boy or a girl?
He didn't say, but it must be one or the other.
You've been watching PBS again, Rose?
Dorothy? Dorothy, I'm going to my...
Those are those gentlemen standing right there.
You're dumping me and Rose for those 2 yutzes?
Oh, Ma, believe me, it's for the best. If we split up, we double our chances of going home with something.
Cut the bull. You don't want us because you think we're too stupid.
30 seconds to air. Take your places, please.
Okay. Oh. Wait a minute. What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's awful, but I have this incredible sweet tooth.
What is it?
Cheesecake.
What kind?
Chocolate.
Oh, I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Came to town dressed as sandwiches. Charlie and I forgot to put cheese between us, and before I knew it, there was Kirsten.
Look, Blanche, what Rebecca is doing is really not so terrible.
I love you.
What?
I think they're making...
What?
They're making a stove.
Let me see. Let me see. Yep, they are. We're back in business.
Oh, please.
No, they are, Dorothy. They really are. And I don't know a thing about animals.
Well, they certainly...
This is pretty trivial, really. I'll do fine with what God gave me. Having Lillian here made me realize that my problems are pretty trite.
I suppose something like this does make your breasts seem rather small.
Oh, Jamie, so good to see you again.
Well, I'm glad to see you, too, even if it is only for the weekend. Fortunately, the business with the will shouldn't take long.
Well, I shouldn't think so. I'd hardly expect Mama Devereaux to leave me the family silver.
Well, as her executor, I had to go over her will with her.
You need something to go in that skillet.
A car, we want a car.
No, a lifetime supply of soup. Yes, it's soup, and more soup, every kind you can imagine, and it's yours for the rest of your lifetime. Well, that's our show for today, folks. Contestants, come on down and give...
Blanche, it was a roll in the hay, not a walk on the moon.
Oh, Ernie's the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. I don't think I've been this happy with a man since Charlie.
Oh.
I have to get ready. We're going on a picnic today.
Oh, I don't believe this.
About how nice you were to my brother and how proud I am to have such a sweet person as my friend. Now I can't say it.
Well, sure you can.
No, I can't. You just ruined it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I forgive you, Rose.
Out in the hall talking to two closed doors.
Don't feel bad, Dorothy. Sometimes when I'm upset, I talk to the little pigs on my shower curtain.
Rose, I was trying to talk to my mother and Aunt Angela, but they wouldn't talk to me. They wouldn't talk to each other, and I have no idea what this is all about.
Oh, I do. There's only one thing that can turn blood relative.
Creatures. I really wanted to help.
So you decided to become a shepherd?
No. I decided to give Gunter a case of scotch. And he really appreciated it until he discovered what mean drunks sheep are.
Mama! Rebecca! Oh, honey! Oh, let me get a look at you.
This could take several hours.
Oh, darling, I have missed you so much.
Oh, I missed you too, Mama.
Come on, maybe we should leave them alone.
Take it easy, ladies. Don't get your support hose in a knot.
That does it. The party is over. Everybody out. 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 Not you. Out. It's really been lovely, and if anything is missing, I will give your names to every narc in this city.
Walking around saying, how does she do it? Ma, you're cut off.
I had to see you there.
Ma, yesterday you said you were going to pull the weeds.
I said I'd get it done, and it's getting done. So lighten up.
Dorothy, Sophia, come quick!
Oh, my God.
The storm must have knocked it down like...
Howard, could you get me another champagne, please?
Roger, be a dear and get me one, too.
I haven't seen them anywhere.
Oh, my God, Dorothy, what if he turns out to be some kind of depraved ex-convict who's kidnapped Rose and is dragging her across 7 states on a rampage of violence and destruction unparalleled in the annals of modern crime? Sarcasm, Rose. That's like when I say you're so lucky to be a natural blonde.
Thank you.
Just forget it, Rose. I have a late date.
You can leave early. A promise is a promise. Now, look, we're all very fond of Miles. Besides, a little...
But I think I'm too close. Did you have a poppy seed bagel for breakfast?
Will you put that thing down? What do you think you're doing?
Well, I'm making a video for my class at the junior college.
Oh, really? Gee, it sounds like fun.
Oh, I'm glad you think so, because I want you to be one of the stars.
Oh, Rose, I don't think so. No,
You're kidding!
Hell no. Picture this. Lucky.
Not so lucky. The man in your bed is dead.
What?
Dead.
Oh, Sophia. He's not dead. I was just in there.
So was I. I went to put back your laundry. And I see there's a man on the bed, so I introduced myself. But he doesn't answer.
Rose. These letters are just a fantasy. The man is in prison for the next 20 years for armed robbery.
Blanche, I don't think it's right to lead the guy on like that.
Oh, why not? The poor man is surrounded by concrete and bars. What's wrong with bringing a little joy into his life?
Nothing.
I thought I might find you out here. You okay?
I couldn't sleep. I'm just so mad at Dorothy. I mean, she won't let us say goodbye, and I'm sorry, but I need to.
No, that's a cranberry juice. Definitely Ocean Terrace.
Definitely Feinstein, except she pronounces it Feinstein. Harriet Feinstein, you want me to say hello for you?
Would you mind? We're very close.
No problem.
Hey, Alvin, I guess all we can do is pray. Unless you know of any surprises, Rose.
Sophia! Now you stop trying to trick Rose just because she's weak and vulnerable and dim-witted.
Yeah. I'll make it up to you, Dorothy, I promise. Listen, if there's ever a night where you can't sleep, I'll come to your room and sing Kumbaya.
Rose, I don't know what to say. Yes, I do. Don't ever do that.
Well, Rose.
The two of you is being married, and I didn't want Max taking Pop's place. But now that I see the two of you so much in love, I realize I was just being selfish. Ma, I want you to be happy. And I know Pop would too. That's right.
There's nothing sadder than your daughter losing it before you do.
Look, Ma, I'm not going to mail it. I just read somewhere that you can settle your feelings about someone even after they're gone. And there were a lot of things I never told Pop while he was alive. I never even got to say goodbye, so I'm getting all this stored up emotion out in a...
But it's not the one you're hoping, Blanche. It was the heater fogging up my car windows that night.
So, what can I bring you, sweetheart?
Don't you dare talk to him like that. Now you get out of here.
Blanche, I think...
Like Ralph Zalden, you know, the boy whose underpants you turned into a hat yesterday after school.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Barnack, but Ralph Zalden's a geek.
Oh, a student pays attention, works hard, gets good grades. Does that make him a geek?
No, that makes him a dork.
Good, but you give me your honest advice. Can I still pull it off?
Right now, I'd be surprised if you could cut it off.
Are you implying that I might have gained weight?
There's only one way to find out. Here's the scale.
Oh, fine.
Ma, that's ridiculous.
Here, take a sip. Wow, this stuff really works. I gotta remember what I put in this.
We may not agree with the fishermen, but we want this demonstration to be peaceful. In the tradition of, you know, the short, bald Indian fellow with the glasses and the diapers. You know, the one who didn't eat and won an Oscar.
Oh, will somebody say I'm sorry before I burst? Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. And if I have to die, I'm just glad I'm doing it with my two best friends.
Oh, I love you, Blanche.
Oh, I love you, Rose.
I love both of you.
Oh, I'm just so full of love. That's a mighty lousy pizza.
Ma, you never tasted it before?
No, and I never will again.
What the hell are you doing?
Sorry, Si. You can't pay.
Kurloff, Tampa Bay Bucks, New Year's Eve. We were at the Holiday Inn near the airport.
The complete question is, wore pantyhose in a magazine advertisement.
Well, how the hell would I know? If I want to see a man in pantyhose, I don't have to go out and buy a magazine. Amen.
How come I get the chair with the wobbly wheels?
Oh, looks like you have a new roommate.
Hi, I'm Bonnie. Dorothy, glad to meet you. Now look, my test's finished. I am tired of being probed, poked, and prodded. More men have seen my behind in one day than in my entire life.
They'll be in too.
You know what? Once in a while, I could pay for a nice meal, too.
Oh, well, yes, you could.
Oh, Miles, this is all my fault. I should be a person who's more accepting. I mean, it isn't like I'm Miss Perfect.
Nobody would notice.
Come on now, Ma, what's really going on? You don't usually eat pasta for breakfast.
I'm carbohydrate loading. I signed up for the charity walkathon.
Oh, Ma, are you nuts? I mean, this is for people who walk a lot.
So what do? Hover?
Moving along to item number 17. A leather jacket recently worn in concert by one of the world's leading musical talents.
Get ready, this is it.
I have a really dumb question.
And I have a box of chiclets. What's your point?
How high do we bid?
Hi. Of course, yak snacks.
Hi, girls. Hi, Swin.
It's Spin, Blanche.
Whatever. Dorothy, could I borrow your white windbreaker? Floyd McCallum is taking me sailing today on his yacht.
Blanche.
You know, I guess he just felt so guilty about canceling last... Oh, come on, tell me how big a disaster was last night.
It wasn't a disaster, Blanche. It was just uncomfortable. No, I tried to find some common ground, something I could talk to Ken's circus friends about. But it turns out the human cannonball doesn't do that much reading. There's Salvador. He's hiding from me, isn't he? He always hides from me. The little monkey hates me.
Don't be silly. Pop is crazy about you.
Don't lie to your grandmother, it's a sin.
Well, maybe he's not crazy about you, but he's very, very fond of you.
He hates me. The man repairs complicated machinery for a living 3 times.
Dorothy, what happened? Barbara just stormed out of here.
She's not coming back. You know, both of you were right about her. I can't believe that I couldn't see it. Can you ever forgive me?
What do you think? Should we give her another chance?
We better. Best friends are hard to come by.
He asked me for a divorce. I got the house and the kids. He got the tickets. Don't think I didn't put up a fight.
Oh, girls, I have terrible news. I failed my psychology exam. I'm just beside myself.
Oh, Blanche, look on the bright side. It's just one test.
Oh, but this is my midterm.
Driving away the birds with that noise. You know a real song?
Do you have a buck?
It had to be you.
That was Sal's favorite song.
It had to be you. It had to be you.
Find that music box. We'll have us a big old file.
Blanche, what are you doing?
Well, I certainly can't let Mama Watkins have these things. It'd be just like giving my consent to what happened. For my sake and my mama's, I cannot do that.
Blanche, your father obviously loved this woman. You loved this woman. I think you'll feel a lot...
What?
Okay, how do I look?
The outfit's nice. Now go put some makeup on.
Come on, I'm wearing makeup.
Make sure you eat by candlelight.
Oh, Dorothy, you look lovely. You really do.
Lovely isn't good enough. She's got a date with Jeffrey, the Commodore.
He's a Commodore in the Navy?
No, don't think that they look ridiculous. You know, I was in a restaurant the other night. A man of about 60 walked in wearing 4 gold chains and his shirt open to his navel. Well, I thought the people were staring at the scars to his bypass surgery. They were staring at the 22-year-old blonde on his arm. And, honey, he would... We're going to jail.
I believe you, Counselor. I believe you. Just proceed. Make it quick.
Your Honor, this may be my very last appearance before the bar. Would you indulge?
I get one phone call.
Man.
I think we both need a hug.
He was such a jerk. And he was no better on our second date.
Father, I just wanted to drop something off. I found these between the cushions of my love seat.
Blanche's earrings.
She must have left them there last week. Oh, and she left her watch, too.
Her watch? Well, thank you. I'll see that she gets them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Catfish.
Anyway, I was about 8 years old when I first met Kathy Lee on the playground. We became fast friends, just as thick as Louisiana blackstrap molasses on a steak of Johnny cakes as high as an elephant's knee.
I went out to the garage to feed her, and her cage was empty. Where could she be? Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Rhonda.
It's Rose.
Sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right. There's a little poem my mom made up that might help you remember. It goes,
Hey, your name is Rose. I think I can handle that.
oh, I couldn't do that anymore.
Today's a special day. She makes it, it twirls around, and droplets go all over. It's so fun.
Well, what do you think of Maggie?
Does it matter?
Well, of course it does.
All right, then I'll be frank. I think she's a gold-digging hussy.
Dorothy, Sophia's not sick. She didn't eat a bad cannoli. So whoever called and said that was just making the whole thing up.
Rose, Dorothy made the whole thing up. She doesn't want to go with us.
Well, you...
Well, Marguerite, I guess we just let our superstitions get the best of us, and I think we owe you an apology.
No, I owe you an apology. Because you're right, I'm a lousy housekeeper.
I feel like such a silly goose.
Hi, Dorothy.
Oh, Blanche, I am so glad you came back. Listen, I have to talk to you.
Well, honey, I have to talk to you, too, and it's about the money.
That's exactly what I wanted to...
Nice to meet you, too.
Dorothy's done nothing but talk about you for weeks.
Rose.
Every time she mentions your name, she practically glows.
Rose.
I think she's really very smitten with you.
Rose.
He's a priest, isn't he?
Yes.
Maybe he's just a hypochondriac.
Really?
Well, let's take a look. So, you've been keeping these ladies busy, have you?
Oh, I didn't mind. I have such a highly developed maternal instinct.
A lot of work to do here.
I can't believe you're still working on that article. I thought you were just going to help organize it.
I can't believe you're doing this again. You're letting him take advantage of you like he did in high school.
He is under a lot of pressure, and I don't want him to kiss his deadline.
Actually, that first night, I was kind of, well, appalled, I guess. But Charlie was very patient. It was really very nice.
Worried sick.
Well, I'm sorry, girls, but I thought I'd get home before you all left for the hospital. And I would have, too, if I hadn't seen this stunning dress in a department store window and realized instantly how it would accentuate the soft, voluptuous curves of my gorgeous body.
Gorgeous body. Yesterday it was a bag of russet potatoes with earrings.
On the holidays, when he would try to pretend that everything was okay, deep down it killed him that he wasn't with his family. My children really never got to know their grandmother because you didn't want to step foot inside my house. Well, it wasn't just their loss, Sophia. It was yours, too. So whatever I did, or whatever...
Blanche, come on.
What did the doctor say?
Oh, the worst, just the worst thing ever.
Oh, no, honey. It's not. It's okay. The baby's going to be fine. Sweetheart, you'll have amniocentesis and the baby will be just fine.
We'll help you. You won't have to do it alone. The baby will have 3 mothers.
Oh, it'll be such fun, honey. We can take turns feeding him. We can take turns waiting.
Maybe some other time, Blanche.
That does it. I will not let you humiliate me any longer. You may not want me ham lushbow, but I can promise you somewhere on this planet I will damn sure find some man who does.
Well, it says here on my birthday list that Bobby is 7, Jeannie is 9, and Dorothy is...
I'll punch your heart out,
Dorothy is the oldest! And as the oldest, you get to lead the birth...
I'm pregnant.
Rose!
Play nice, girls.
Oh, Sophia. She failed.
That loss, Dorothy. You just picked up the pieces and went on. Just like you did after Stanley ran off with that stewardess. Boy, I envy you your gumption.
Yes, and I your breast implants.
This may not be my place, but you... Especially to such small children, I wasn't sure I could do it. In fact, I wasn't sure I even wanted to do it. But then I got to know the kids, and I realized they aren't the issue. The real problem is I'm third in your life. Richard, you know your work comes first, then the streets.
I don't get the connection, ma'am, but thank you.
I'm glad you stopped by to visit me.
This is not a visit. It's part of my
daughter.
Oh, I'm very proud of the job you're doing, Dorothy.
Hello. Just a minute. Mr. Allen on the phone.
Oh! Well, I wonder what he wants. He's never called me at home before.
And he's not calling you now either. It's for Dorothy.
I was mad the day my parents brought him back from the hospital. I thought he'd take their love away from me, and instead their love expanded and we felt more like a family. I was mad at him when I was 10 and he was 4, and
my daughter in New York, she had one of those walk-up apartments, 5 flights up. Oh, it got harder and harder each year to climb those stairs, and finally one year I couldn't make it without stopping. Oh, it depressed me for weeks.
Oh, my God. Is that what I have to look forward to 15 years from now?
You're kidding. Please. There's a natural build to these kind of stories. Sorry. So, finally, the race was underway. I start off slow. I'm cagey, like a panther. But when the time is right, I pounce. The crowd is on its feet. Sophia, Sophia.
Now, how many junkies have gas and hot flashes?
Well, they cleaned me out, took everything I owned. All I have is what I have on.
They took your clothes?
My clothes, my shoes, girdle, everything. Thank God I'm insured.
Ma, why in the world? That's a better example of a secret.
Oh, then you have been talking about me. I'm your best friend.
She's been talking about me, Blanche.
No, I haven't been talking about either one of you.
What?
I've been talking about both of you. I mean, how could I choose between you two? You're both my best friends.
Yes.
Well, I'm almost ready to go.
Today? You're not going today?
Why didn't you tell us? Because every time I bring it up, one of you tries to talk me out of it.
We were just being selfish. We didn't want to lose you.
There's my ride.
Oh, Sophie.
Yep, it's a Granada full of...
Listen, we are not going to stand by and just let you give up. We're going to figure out what it is you're doing wrong on these interviews. Then we're going to fix it, and we're going to try to get you some more appointments.
Appointments are the easy part. I've got one tomorrow. I'd kill for this job.
Believe it.
I was pretty surprised myself.
Well, I'll bet. To think Jean would prefer Rose over me? That's ridiculous.
Please.
Now, you tell me the truth. If you had to pick between me and Rose, who would you pick? Who?
Blanche, pull yourself together.
It's Easter.
And, you know, Dorothy, I apologize to my wife, and in the spirit of Christmas, she's letting me come back home.
Great. In that case, you can give me back the $60 I gave you.
Well, when I apologized, I said it with flowers.
What, $60 worth?
Dorothy, I may be a lot of things, but I'm not cheap.
My first house didn't cost that much.
Mr. Pfeiffer, we have already told you. We are bereaved on a budget. Now, if you can't accommodate us, we'll find someone who can.
You know, the Avante Supreme is a big seller. That retails for just $3,000.
What do you call this one?
A pine box.
How much?
Blanche Devereaux.
Larry, is that you?
No, Larry's not directing this one. He's sick.
His back didn't go out again, did it?
Compassionate, but bubbling with sensuality just below the surface.
Oh, that's a relief. All this time I thought it was gas.
Ladies, it's time. Time to walk through the looking glass. Time to take that last glimpse of your former selves.
Ma.
Are you talking to me? What, Blanche?
Don't even speak to me, Rose. What you did was...
Here's a freshly squeezed potato juice. While Cousin Dak played getting to know you through the hole in his windpipe.
Tell me, Rose, did you ever accompany him through the hole in your head?
Oh, Sophia, honey, would you mind getting that, please?
No.
Well, my God. That explains it, then.
What?
Why are you looking so much older than I am? Tell them how you feel. Only just make sure after it's all over that it's brought you closer together, not further apart.
Who are you, Mr. Spock?
I think you mean Dr. Spock, Sophia.
They're both real smart and they've got big ears, so don't get technical, okay?
I am speaking from experience. Well, what are you looking at? She scuffed those shoes. I heard her left a mark on that boy.
I'll see you later. I'm going over to Tony's.
For lunch?
No. I just called him. He was in bed. I heard female laughter in the background. It was Angela. They're sleeping together just like I suspected.
Parents there.
Even if we got live doves?
Mother.
All right, honey, your wedding day should be the most beautiful day of your life. And if you want to invite your father, well, I'm willing to keep the peace.
Promise.
Promise. Then it's settled. Now call your father.
Sophia, really fantastic.
I know.
Did you see that Emma Jane eat?
Oh.
I could not believe my eyes. That woman must weigh 275 pounds. She never stopped shoving it in. And then she had to talk the entire time. She just sprayed food out all over the table like a mist. Emma, this just cuts down on the confusion. Run along, darling, run along. Oh, girls, I'm just so worried. You've got to help me. I'm so concerned about Melissa.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm just afraid I had a lot more fun this afternoon than she did. And I promised Janet her little girl would have fun this week. But I swear I have no idea.
The pills myself, but I want you to be there and hold my hand. You're right. I don't understand. I'd do anything to stay alive. If my heart stopped beating, I'd want every doctor in town jumping up and down on my chest. You say that now, but I don't have the courage to die by inches. I'm going to do it whether you...
From rehearsal?
Oh, how is she, Dorothy?
Oh, no, the doctor says she's fine. She's just a little shaken up. Right now, rest is the best thing for her.
She's a tough old broad.
Well, I knew she'd be okay. Something similar happened to me back in St. Olaf. I was injured during a spirited game of Go-Wackanoggin.
The right man could be just around the corner.
Well, and he may not be. I may turn around a dozen corners and not find anyone.
So, instead of trying, you're just gonna give up and do this crazy baby thing.
Crazy baby thing? What I am doing, Mother, is taking control of my life and have...
Good. You do have the Studebaker, don't you?
Almost out of gas and ready to go.
My mother found out about this, she would kill me.
Dorothy, I'm getting a feeling that maybe you're ashamed of me.
Oh, Stanley, don't be silly. Get down! Stan, can't you even wait till we get to the car? Ma, you slept with him, didn't you? Ma, come over here. Look me in the eye. Did you sleep with Tony Del Vecchio?
Vanish?
Hi, I'm here about the car. Oh, come in. Have a seat.
Thank you. How you doing?
Blanche will be here any minute. She's out on a test drive.
Oh, Blanche said I was going to be the first.
Just put it in a capsule. He said she never is sarcastic. She takes every word for the exact meaning of that word. She doesn't have any imagination. If you said I could eat a horse, she'd call the SPCA. It was one of those. So I was thrilled to wind up with and then this one.
Pizza Boston.
I'm sorry I didn't know who you were, but Charlie didn't like to talk about the war.
I always hoped Charlie and I would hook up again one day, but, well, believe it or not, I never had the occasion to visit St. Olaf.
Really? You mean not even to change planes for St. Gustav?
Oh, you can't get to...
I would go to pick you up. I would always talk to Sophia while I was waiting. And to my delight, I found her to be very...
hot.
Interesting. Look, ladies, I am so glad that this is all out in the open. You are both wonderful women, and I want to continue...
Started the Shady Pines fire.
What? That's ridiculous. What did you do?
She claimed that on the night of the fire, the two of you were in your room cooking s'mores.
Nonsense. I don't even know what s'mores are.
You remember, Sophia? They're those little toasted graham cracker and chocolate sandwiches.
With marshmallow. Don't forget the marshmallow.
What did you let me or one of the girls know?
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. She's the housekeeper, right?
Right.
But she's not supposed to lift a finger, right?
Right.
If anything needs to be done, you take care of it, right?
Right. Where are you going, Ma?
To get a job as a housekeeper.
Ma, be serious now. Marguerite is dangerous.
Betray her own sister. We have a big fight, she denies everything, and we never speak again.
But Sophia, honey, that was 30 years ago. Isn't it time to forgive and forget?
Forget I do plenty, I never forgive.
But Angela's your sister.
If she wants to talk to me, she knows where to find me.
Abutting navigable waters. I don't believe that this court has any jurisdiction.
That sounds legal to me. Counselor, your last day has been a good one. Case dismissed.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to Sunny Meadows.
Oh, thank you. We'd love... Whoa!
This Klingenspitzer's showing.
Excuse me. Where would you like me to put this?
Oh, buy me a drink and we'll talk.
Blanche.
I'm sorry. Just hold on to it. Them.
Friends. We used to be. We're not anymore.
What's wrong?
And she came here to tell you, is that it?
No, please. She could have done that over the phone. No, it was like I said. She wanted something.
Oh, please, enough already. I mean, the woman is dying. What could she possibly want from you?
My kidney.
Dorothy, don't worry. We'll have you out of jail in no time. I'll get the best attorney Social Security can buy. My God, Dorothy, did you see all the reporters out there?
I know. This is becoming a... Ma, you promised you'd stay in your room until the meeting was over.
Who am I, Alf? I was hungry.
You were spying.
So what? He's a wimp, Dorothy.
For your information, Gil Kessler is a very bright man, an honest and devoted civic leader, and probably the biggest wimp I've ever...
Anybody seen my purse?
Oh, God, Mom, how could you do this?
Relax, Dorothy. I probably left it at Sonny's place.
Of course you did, right next to his body.
How did you know?
It's all over the front page of today's paper.
Oh, that's not Sonny. That's a dead guy.
Of course he is.
Clayton is a hobo?
No, Dorothy.
Does this mean no cookies?
Well, as long as we own them.
Blanche, did you really start shaving at 11? That seems so young.
Oh, I did it on a dare. You know, back where I come from, everybody thought that once you started shaving your legs, why, you'd become loose. So I shaved them.
God, Ma, you didn't tell me he was in a clown suit.
Oh, yeah.
Jane, how could you?
Sophia called me at rehearsal. I'll change. I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Is counsel for the demonstrators present? Here, Your Honor.
Oh, God.
True.
Well, so much for that theory.
Good evening. Wilfred Whitney Cheswick here. Might this be the home of the widow Petrillo? Well, there you are, Sophia.
Willie, what the hell are you doing here?
I've come to escort you to the
Oh, I feel awful. Just awful. How could I have been so stupid?
No, it's okay.
I missed the family angle. He's your uncle. Niece makes uncle live in Roach Motel.
Up, you have your nails done. You even color your hair.
This is my hair's natural color.
Yeah, and John Madden is a finicky eater.
Well, Dorothy, I guess you might have a point, but plastic surgery is so drastic. I think I'd be too scared.
Oh, believe me, honey, there's no... I'm almost sure that I don't have to ask this, but you are aware that toilet water comes in a bottle.
Here. Oh, cat food.
Oh, Rose, have you been feeding those strays again?
I can't help it, Dorothy. I heard them howling and moaning all night. How do you ignore something like that?
I'm getting used to it. I am sick. I've had to give up my job because I was too tired to do it.
How'd you get here?
I flew.
No, to my office.
A taxi.
And from the taxi?
But how did I get from the taxi to your office?
Not a hard question.
I walked.
Right, you walked. You're not...
Behave yourself. Hello, Mr. Weinstock.
Oh, my goodness, as I live and breathe.
Unfortunately.
You're little Dorothy Petrillo.
That's right.
You haven't changed a bit. Same gorgeous smile, pretty eyes, beautiful figure, long golden blonde hair.
You have cataracts, don't you, Mr. Weinstock? I might be responsible for the decision you're making was too much.
Dorothy, this is crazy. It's not like you pushed me toward this decision. You didn't even know I was thinking about it.
Blanche did. She saw it in your eyes.
My eyes?
Frank, you're a very special person. I knew that the moment I met you, and I realized you felt the same.
Oh, Rose, you're such a good person. Many, many times I wished you were my daughter.
Ah, please.
And you, Dorothy, are a total disappointment. I can understand why Rose is dumping you as her bowling partner.
Rose is dumping Blanche. She is not dumping me.
She was the one wearing the fringe shawl.
Are you trying to tell me it was Maria who came onto my Carmine?
Him and every other male in the room.
So why am I mad at you?
You're not. I'm mad at you. You betrayed me.
You're out of your mind. I never betrayed anybody in my life.
Bull. You told every one of the party.
Powerful thighs and muscles rippling beneath his tunic.
Blanche, you could get aroused by Humpty Dumpty.
Are you kidding? All the king's horses and all the king's men. Handsome men with deep dark eyes and powerful thighs and muscles.
Does this look like a game of solitaire? It's your turn.
I'm sorry, Ma. I was trying to remember when was the last time I said I love you.
After lunch, when I said you had grilled cheese stuck to your chin. Now, when you make your move, for God... Sometimes just to make him happy, I used to lie in bed with a baseball hat on.
Blanche, the point is she let me make my own choices. Now, this argument that you're having with Rebecca is not about artificial insemination.
Like hell it isn't.
Well, a part of it is, but the bigger part, Blanche, is about control.
Why are you trying to push Michael into a job? Give him time to breathe. Let him find himself.
Oh, Ma, I'm a little concerned. He just doesn't take commitment seriously. Ma, he quits jobs, he leaves relationships. It's like they don't matter. He is 30 years old. Obviously, the scale is broken.
I'm not surprised after that kind of punishment.
All right, Rose, you think you're so tiny? Why don't you get weighed?
Oh, I don't need to, Dorothy. I never gain weight.
Show us, Rose.
Well, okay, but I can promise you I weigh exactly the same as I did on my wedding day.
Remember what you did to us last Valentine's Day.
You promised you'd never bring that up again. What happened?
You don't remember what happened last Valentine's Day?
Please. I'm 82. Be thankful I remember not to wear my underwear outside of my dress. Most of the time. Tell your story.
Last St. Valentine's.
Hey, back. What difference does it make if Pepe wins?
10 grand.
Say what?
10 grand. If Pepe wins, the money's double. Didn't I mention that?
Hands up, Pepe. Come on. Ma, please. Ma, get the music. Behave yourself. Hello, Mr. Weinstock.
Oh, my goodness, as I live and breathe.
Unfortunately.
You're little Dorothy Petrillo.
That's right.
You haven't changed a bit. Same gorgeous smile, pretty eyes, beautiful figure, long golden blonde hair.
You have cataracts, don't you?
I have a confession to make. It's not easy, but something happened over there, and I think you should know about it.
Well, I did keep pretty well up with what went on over there. I saw Schwarzkopf on the Bob Hope special.
What I'm talking about is personal, Blanche. I know we said we wouldn't even look at anybody else.
Dorothy, she said hello and then disappeared. Is there a problem?
No problem at all. Everything's fine. It's not like anyone died or anything.
Oh, it's so good to see everyone. But where's Trudy?
Dorothy, Sophia, I told the news director I was interested in the reporter's position, and guess what he did?
A Danny Thomas spit take?
No, he's giving me an actual news story to cover as an audition.
Rose, excuse me, we'll get back to your fascinating hospital story later.
Ted and Lucy said that we could have the baby again next month when they go away for a weekend.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm so excited.
Hello, everybody.
Blanche, what are you doing here? Is something wrong? I mean, we didn't expect you.
Moved in good time, let him that moved you hither move you hence. I knew you at the first. You were immovable.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Ooh.
Ground. They used real lightning.
Oh, come on, Ma, you're making this up.
Like hell I did. Goods and Totman brought it to the United States, changed a few of the rules, and called it Tattletales. Now count your blessings and go to sleep. Good night.
What? Somebody impulsive who'd sweep me off my feet. He'd pick me up in his convertible Porsche and whisk me to the airport, and we'd fly to his villa in the south of France, where we'd blindfold the orchestra and dance until dawn. And then we'd watch the sun come up over 2 steaming cups of cocoa.
Grammar in Mario's story for his English class. This is really terrific.
It's not terrific. It's just okay.
It is much better than okay. Blanche, I want you to listen.
Don't read it. You're gonna embarrass me.
All right, I'll just read it from there to there, okay?
If you only read it from there to there, you'll miss the spirit of the whole piece. Take it from...
I am so excited we have a band.
Oh, you hired somebody?
Yup, the Great Pretenders. It's an all-female jazz band. They're supposed to be fantastic. Well, now it's going to be a good party. Oh, it's too bad you couldn't find a better date than Harvey.
Well, I certainly wouldn't brag about my date if I were you.
It's incredible. You think you're dying, you feel death enter your body. A doctor comes, he says you're fine, you're ready to swim the English Channel.
I can't tell you how happy I am. I want you around for a long, long time.
They'll have to murder me. Though I must admit I was a little excited about seeing that it sure can't be you.
Oh, this is ridiculous. There's only one way to settle this. Where is Laszlo?
There he is. Laszlo.
Laszlo, let me be the first to tell you what a simply stunning piece of art this is.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Now, who the hell is it?
You mean it's not obvious?
Not to them.
Rose, thank God I found you. It's now...
Yvonne, we are desperate women. You've got to help us.
I know just what you need. Aerobics. It's what I do.
But Yvonne, you're much younger than they are.
I know you'll love aerobics. It stretches every muscle in your body.
Honey, I've been...
Well, it's not easy, you know. I have my job and I have responsibilities. I've never been invited.
Well, I'm inviting you out. I have a huge house with servants and an ocean view. And Bert Convy shops in my grocery store.
Bert Convy? Honey, I don't think there's enough sugar left in the bowl.
Angela, that was the best meal I've ever had in my life.
Well, how good could it have been? You left half of it.
I ate every bite.
Well, there's some sauce left. If you really liked it, you'd take a hunk of that bread and slop it all up. You can afford it.
Oh, no, I can't.
2 weeks ago. I got the heart of a 12-year-old. Rose, whatever you want to do is fine with me. I just like being with you. Hey, I better pack my stuff.
Arnie?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Dorothy, I have a confession to make. I slipped through the cracks of the St. Olaf school system.
It's very hard to believe. I've seen you almost complete a TV Guide crossword puzzle.
It's true. You're looking at a woman without a sheepskin.
I've got an extra in my wallet I could give you.
Convenient. I mean, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, please, ask your friends to leave.
Come on, girls. Relax, loosen up. Your life's too short.
Especially for you guys.
Dave, I'll get the melon baller.
Let's make a toast to friendship.
Oh, to friendship.
Olga Nielsen is a terrific bowler. They could beat us.
There is no us, Rose. I am not bowling with you.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't ask many favors of you, but I'm asking one now. I'm begging, please, as a friend, be my partner. Blanche has decision.
We're very sorry, sir. Nurse, do you know what happened to Mrs. Devereaux?
Oh, Mrs. Devereaux canceled her surgery. She checked herself out this morning.
Meanwhile, Charlie and I got closer. You know what happened after that.
Well, did Buzz ever get married?
No, he just traveled the world playing his music.
So, how did you finally get over Buzz?
I never really did entirely. To this day, whenever I see a man drop his pants, some little part of me wants to go, woo!
Thank goodness. Everything's all right.
No, except for what I have to tell you.
Oh, it wasn't about the dress?
It was about Rose and Buddy. That business of giving him money has been bothering me, so I decided to do some checking.
Oh, Sophia, look here. Here's a postcard from Big Daddy and Margaret. They say they're having the time of their life honeymooning in the Bahamas.
Please, the big news is he lived through the wedding night.
Blanche, he wanted you.
He did not sound that sick on the phone. Besides, I told him I would be here to see him soon. And don't you get so righteous with me. There were plenty of times when you weren't there for him.
What are you talking about?
Always trying to make me out to be the inconsiderate one. I remember when you were 16 and didn't come home for Father's Day.
Autographs in an empty storefront that used to be Jack Kemp's campaign headquarters.
Rose, he's wearing a cape.
And a mask. He's wearing a cape and a mask. Wait a minute. Is this guy an insurance salesman named Marshall Herskovitz?
That's his cousin. They keep talking about that noodle head in the red dress. Could that be code language?
Only to the noodle head in the red dress.
Okay, what happens next?
Well, we should get enough out of this bug in the next few hours to get all warrants and be out of your lives by midday tomorrow.
I'm beat. I'm going to bed.
Oh, Kai, to assist Father Damien in his work with the lepers, you can find her hang gliding high above the Florida Keys.
Rose, where did you get that?
From your mother. Before she and I talked, I wasn't aware of any of it.
Do you think you can find out why I was left on this elevator?
You were just left here? What's your name?
Read it yourself. Right here on the bracelet.
Zulu, Queen of the Dwarf People.
Petrillo's the name. Sophia Petrillo. Can you get...
You again, how have you been?
A little lonely, but I'm better now.
Oh, that's sweet.
I cannot believe how much I've missed this little girl.
This guy is growing antlers.
I guess I better say goodnight. I had a very nice...
And I'm still paying for an encyclopedia that my son used just once to look up sexual genitalia female.
Mrs. Beatty, it's not that. It's about your husband.
He dumped you.
Wants to know if you'd mind if this little boy goes ahead of you.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, no. You need to see a doctor just as much as me. I'll wait my turn.
No, kid. It's your turn. I don't need to see a doctor. You were right, Dorothy. I was faking.
Sophia, I'm shocked.
Ma, you'll never guess who I was just on the phone with.
Uncle Vito.
How did you know?
I picked up the phone and listened in. It's a little thing I do.
Girls, my Uncle Vito is coming to Miami for a visit, and he's going to stay with us.
He arrives Thursday. He's going to stay a whole week.
A great Southern writer, carrying on the tradition of the other great Southern writers, like, all those that are so famous they need not be mentioned. Oh, girls, it's going to be so exciting. I am going to make a fortune, and I won't even have to use Blanche Devereaux. Yes, that Blanche Devereaux, and no, I did not, absolutely not. I will tell it to a judge. I will yell it from the highest mountaintops. I will swear to it on a stack of Bibles. Now, did that sound like a liar?
No. It sounded like Jim and Tammy Faye on Nightline.
I can. It was hell. And the entertainment? Some guy from Palermo forgot his accordion. So he sat around singing O Sole Mio while squeezing a monkey.
Sophia.
Sophia what? It was the worst time of my life. If it weren't for Pin the Tail on the French, we would have gone stir crazy. Why do you think?
Come on, Ma, you haven't driven in years. Why is this coming up now?
This morning at the center, Gladys Weinstock and I had a fight. We both claim we're natural redheads, but of course, at our age, we can't prove it anymore.
So?
So, when I pulled out my license to show her, everyone saw...
A great place to get a seafood meal. Miami. Miami, Miami, you've got style. Blue sky, sunshine, white sand. Panic. Look, you just need a break. Why don't we just wash our hands and have a nice cup of tea? Rose, turn it off. I can't make it stop.
Very nice job, ladies. Who let you in here?
I did. Lucky I
I've never been in a place like this. Are these all real cowboys?
Of course, Rose.
करंदोले तुझा करंद काला फुल पांढरा करंदोले तुझा करंद काला फुल पांढरा दिलखुश नवऱ्याचा मंडप फुलांनी सजविला 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 रघुनाथ वर्मा रंजनावर मी हळद लाविते लेकाला औतन दिला सारे गावाला जमले सारे गोमांडवाला बैसेला नवर देव आज गोहल दिला बैसेला नवर देव गोहल दिला दिलखुश नवऱ्याचा मंडप फुलांनी सजविला 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 कांताबाई भास्कर भारती गोडभर विती गो पुतण्याला मानसी बहीण जावई महेंद्र पाहुणे आईलत घराला नागवेली पानाचा विडाग देऊली गोठेविला नागवेली पानाचा विडाग देऊली गोठेविला दिलखुश नवऱ्याचा मंडप फुलांनी सजविला 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 मामा मामी मावशी काका आईलत भाच्याच्या हळदीला उत्कर्ष भाचा मित्र हे जमले पालघर मांडविया गावाला मोया ग करून नवरा बसलाय नांदाला मोया ग करून नवरा बसलाय नांदाला दिलखुश नवऱ्याचा मंडप फुलांनी सजविला 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 करंदोले तुझा करंद काला फुल पांढरा करंदोले तुझा करंद काला फुल पांढरा दिलखुश नवऱ्याचा मंडप फुलांनी सजविला दिलखुश नवऱ्याचा मंडप फुलांनी सजविला दिलखुश नवऱ्याचा मंडप फुलांनी